And welcome back here at Newsmax TV. We try to cover the people who want to move this country forward in one way or the other, but oftentimes you hear about people making news who seem to be setting us all back in one way or the other.
Yeah, let's look at some of those stories and something we've entitled, You're Not Helping. While rioting rocked the streets of Baltimore, media outlets flocked to cover this story, and CNN's Brooke Baldwin was in the middle of an interview with Maryland Congressman Elijah Cummings and had this to say about military veterans who become police officers when they come home.
We talk about training. We talk about having officers. I was talking to a city councilman here last week who was saying, Brooke, these people have to live in the communities. There's no emotional, or there's a lack of emotional investment. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these young people, I mean, I've been talking about this so much, a lot of these young people, and I love our nation's veterans, but some of them are coming back from war. Mm-hmm. They don't know the communities, and they're ready to do battle.
Needless to say, Baldwin has faced a lot of criticism since those comments, as people were quick to come to the defense of our nation's veterans. She has since apologized for her statement on Twitter, saying, quote, "It was wrong, and I apologize to anyone who was hurt by my comments."
She just left it at, "I apologize," right? To anyone who was hurt by my comments. She did well in the beginning. "I was wrong, and I apologize." That's all she needs to say, because anytime you apologize to someone and you say, "I'm sorry that I hurt you," or "I'm sorry for what I said offended you," it's kind of like, that's not really an apology.
But I always think it's hard for people who put themselves out there, because like we always say, you know, everybody makes mistakes at their jobs. Unfortunately, we make a mistake and everyone sees it, and it's easy to speak at times, as I'm doing right now, but it happens. And it happens. And she apologized.
It happens to me as well. Hopefully she will learn from this and not make that type of statement again.
Okay.
So, all right. California Congressman Steve Knight. Well, he had a little tense exchange with a protester last week. The incident, of course, was recorded on a cell phone camera, and in case you missed it, here you go.
What's your chrono?
All right, Mike. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah. Do you know when
we're going to vote you out in 2 years when your term's over.
Listen to what he has to say, guys.
I looked it up on the internet.
We're not going to
for American citizens only. Took an oath for American citizens.
Don't touch him.
I shook your hand.
Don't touch me. All right? One more time, Mike.
All right, so there you had a threat of bodily harm from Knight telling a protester that he'd, quote, drop him. You might remember Michael Grimm did the same thing to a reporter there in Capitol Hill. The protesters were there to confront the congressman for voting to support a Homeland Security funding bill, despite it not having a provision to provide money, or actually having money to fund the president's executive action on amnesty for illegal immigrants. So Congressman Knight released a statement saying, quote, "Over the past weekend, I lost my cool and I regret it by responding the way I did." That group protesting called for an apology from the congressman for his behavior. Steve, if you're looking for re-election, you're not helping your own cause. I do have to kind of side with him. So, you know, there's a fine line. He does have to stand there and listen to the comments from his constituents. But that guy was very aggressive, shaking his hand. Obviously, he should not have said what he did, but it seemed like a very uncomfortable confrontation.
Yeah, but if you're going to be a polished politician, you better get used to the heat or get out of the kitchen now.
You're absolutely right. No, like Brooke Baldwin, he's not helping his situation.
That's true.
That's the point, right? All right, everyone has that person in the office that doesn't respect the unwritten rules of the microwave at work. This is serious business in the office place.
I'll take note.
This case was in the Iowa State Capitol building. That building had to be evacuated Monday after somebody had left a charred bowl of Kraft Easy Mac in a microwave in the Senate chamber.
I mean,
scandal. William Petrosky of the Des Moines Register tweeted out a picture of that meal. That is mac and cheese, right?
Wow.
No word yet on who was responsible for burning the dish or setting off the fire alarms. However, if you want to keep a job in the Iowa State House, you're not helping your own cause and not really helping out the cause. I'm guessing
that's just sad. That's a sad sight.
This is Easy Mac. This is like what you feed your kid, your 3-year-old kid, when you've got nothing else. So I'm guessing this was probably a very young intern or something who didn't have money to afford a real lunch. They maybe got busy, hit the microwave button, and then went to do something else. But you got to pay attention now for interns out there. The microwave, the kitchen, it's very important for your future in the workplace. You got to respect those rules.
You do. Good advice there. Really noted. Okay, I'm sure many of you are familiar with this marketing campaign. Take a look.
Last year, Bud Light built a town called Whatever USA and invited anyone who enjoys spontaneous awesomeness to become its citizens.
It's like Christmas, my birthday, Mardi Gras all combined. This is unreal. It's like my best dream.
Are you up for whatever?
Ooh, up for whatever. Some say the popular campaign went a little bit too far. The latest slogan calls Bud Light the perfect beer for taking no out of your vocabulary. Needless to say, it's led to just a little bit of backlash. There are some who see it as a promotion for rape. Social media raged with criticism. Anheuser-Busch has since recalled the product containing that very slogan and has apologized for what it calls use of poor judgment. It has said no to its no slogan.
Well, Budweiser is now owned by a Belgian and Brazilian company called InBev. Maybe a little language barrier there.
You think that's what it was?
Maybe.
Okay,
maybe.
Well, good for you for giving them the benefit of the doubt.
We try. All right, we got to go. John Bachman, Miranda Khan, we're going to stick around here on Newsmax TV. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the afternoon. Ed Berliner will be here with us very shortly. We've got more to come here on Newsmax Now.